Happy Sunday. I actually had somebody tell me that they noticed that I looked thinner today, and I've had people say that they notice, but it's because they know that I'm doing something. So it's the first time that somebody just out of the blue came up to me and said that I was looking like I was losing weight. Well, that was kind of exciting. I don't know why, but just for some reason I'm having a really hard time thinking about what I should share. I just have a lot on my mind. None of it really has to do with my health or anything. Last night, my daughter and I and my friend went to see the movie I Feel Pretty. I identified with that movie a little bit because I know how that feels to go into a gym or go into cycle class and feel like you have to squeeze your way around things, and you feel like everybody's got it all figured out and you're the only one who's insecure. And she hung her head low and she was insecure, and she was always worried about what people thought about her, and she was always jealous of other people. So basically she woke up one day and she looked in the mirror and she just thought she was like the most beautiful woman ever. But she didn't realize that she looked exactly the same as she did before. She thought that was like the most important thing, is that she looked good. When she believed that she was beautiful, she just was different. She wasn't scared anymore. She just went for the life that she wanted for herself. She was just happy, and so it kind of attracted her to a lot of different people because of her happiness. Like, so people looked at her and were like, "You're not a beautiful model, but yet you have this confidence like a beautiful model would." And so it kind of, I guess it was an interesting quality that you hardly ever see in other people. And so she stood out because of that. The one thing that I did notice is that I recognize those feelings of trying to hide. I also realize how much we change as we get older, and how our appearance is so important to us, and that we do act different. Like, I was thinking about my daughter, and she kind of started getting a little bit more insecure in about 6th grade. But when she was in 5th grade and younger, she was so funny, and she would just make these funny faces and do these funny dances, and she was just crazy. And I just loved it. So I have all these little videos of her singing and doing these funny things, and she liked to make people laugh. But as she grew up, she started to be worried about being alone, and worried about not being accepted, and all that stuff changed. That's one thing that I did love about that movie, is that it really is like if we could stay like a child, just like the scriptures say. I mean, being like a child where you're teachable, you're humble, but you're also like ready to learn, and you're happy, and like not very many things get under your skin when you're young. It's too bad that we put so much pressure on ourselves to look a certain way to be able to love ourselves. That's really is like the world that we live in. I feel really lucky because I have a lot of people who love me no matter what, and I know it and I feel it. But especially when I see little kids who struggle with their weight, I feel so bad. Like, I know how I feel as an obese woman. I can't even imagine what a little girl or a little boy feels when kids are just saying what they feel, and I just wish that we could do something about it to help those kids. They're headed for a life of lots of sadness. I'm so grateful to have a loving Heavenly Father who gives me peace through the hardest times, and who, since I have been praying day and night, and I've always had like a relationship with Heavenly Father, but I've been really making a point to kneel and pray every single night and every single morning. It's just really helped me. It's helped me so much to just have that relationship with Heavenly Father, and to be able to communicate with Him, and it really has opened doors for me. And when my friend came up to me and talked to me about what I was doing, she's like, what are you doing to lose weight? Because there's always this secret, right? And for me, I can't explain it. Like, for me, I feel like it's a miracle. I feel like it's a miracle that I am not addicted to food, and I don't know how it happened. If these videos did anything, it would be at the end of my journey that I will figure out what I can tell people to help them to get to the point that I'm at. Because right now I just don't know. And that's why I know that it's Heavenly Father. I have to be willing to want it, but the biggest thing is, if you love yourself and you realize that you have a divine power and a divine plan for your life that nobody else can replace. Sometimes, like with my videos, I just didn't know what to say, so I didn't even try. But my husband was like, just try, see what happens. And I do sit here sometimes and think, okay, what am I supposed to say? And something always comes to me, and I know that is from the Spirit, and I'm super grateful for that.